Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tut Tuttles. Today, we're going to be talking about the time I was held at knife point. Now, a quick disclaimer that I was technically held at knife point. It still counts as knife point, but it wasn't life-threatening. To the story. So, this was 2 to 3 years ago, and every now and then, a friend of mine, whose name is going to be Robert, comes to town. Of course, Robert's not his real name. He has a much cooler name. And we would hang out. Robert is 2 years younger than me, so he was 11 at the time. And my other friend, who was 9 at the time. It was hard to find good friends around that time, so I'll get into those stories later if you ever want to hear them. So there's this kid who I'll call Ron Weasley, if you want, because he's a ginger. So we have two, and he was not the best. He was very. He swapped his personalities faster than a pregnant woman. Yeah, very chaotic. And so we have two forests in our town. In the middle of a town. They're not really forests, but they're smaller trails. One is called the Nature Trail, and one doesn't even have a name because it's just a bunch of gray trees, very thin gray trees. But we decided to go down there and check some out and just hang out. He brought his knife, and he had already started being a little bit about it, and just jokingly threatening me and threatening to kill me and all that stuff. Of course, I didn't take it seriously. When we get down there, he starts getting upset because we're ignoring him, or something like that. And so he pulls the knife out. Of course, the 9-year-old kid, who is going to be named Jason, who is 9 years old, was terrified. Why? Because he was being held at knife point by a much older person, by someone who's older than him by 2 years. I'm older than him by 4. So, put this in perspective. He's 9 and the other kid was 11 at the time. A guy 2 years older than you is holding a knife at you. So, we tell him to book it, and we just stand there. Robert and I are just ready to just tackle Ron to the ground. Really, we did not care what the consequences were. Finally, we decided to leave, and he followed us all the way down to our subway, which is where Jason had went. Jason and his mom was there. His mom, being the awesome person she is, just said no and took the knife right out of his hand. And guess what? Even after she told him to leave us alone, he still continued to follow us. So, yeah. Jason was crying his head out because imagine this: you're just having a fun time, and then one of the kids you're hanging out with, just pulls a knife on you. Yeah, it's not very exciting or nice. I don't think it is anyway. But in the end, it ended happily. Oh god, I can't even say it ended happily. The amount of other times he's done stupid stuff is. He middle fingered my mom after running across the road a couple times one time. Ron. And because she almost hit him because he was playing a game to run across the road over and over again. This kid had problems. But anyway, this has been Tuttles Productions. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Now, I might have longer ones, but my life isn't that interesting. I'll get into why in another video if you want to hear it. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes. Hope you have a lovely day, and bye. Tut tut.